any healing that is most needed by your soul at this very moment in time on your journey. Just remind yourself, I allow myself to be completely healed and whole now. I am healed and whole now. See this divine transformation take place through every organ, action, function, cell, and fiber of your being, every atom, every molecule. See it radiate with divine intelligence, health, wholeness, abundance, prosperity, joy, creativity, freedom. See a divine radiance taking place even now. Through all that we know and through all that we don't know, and the conscious, unconscious, subconscious. Release and surrender all that no longer serves. Anything and everything that no longer serves you. Just release and surrender that with your exhales. Take another exhale to be sure we release all remnants of all that no longer serves. If you're willing, create a void, a space in the void for spirit to have its full sway by your invitation. Eagerly awaiting your highest and best good, calling it forth, being receptive, providing a fertile consciousness to receive the impress for your highest and best good. And simply allow for any insight and wisdom, divine guidance to continue to unfold. Any healing, any insight, any transformation, all revelation, all manifestation, all demonstration. It's meant for you, it shall reach you like a magnet, with ease and with grace. Any obstacle heretofore blocking or hindering, deferring, denying, or delaying your highest and best good just slips away to the nothingness from which it came. Divinely connected, sourced, supplied, sustained, and maintained. And so inviting you just to allow for your heart space to fill with gratitude with this next inhale. And gratitude continues to percolate with the next exhale. Gratitude on the inhale. And gratitude on the exhale. Grateful for this time of stillness and remembering, this time of connection, this time of divine sacred connection to source, energy, and supply. Grateful for this time of spiritual awareness and awakeness and alertness and aliveness. Inviting you to use the next breath to bring yourself back fully and completely to the body temple. Be sure you can feel your place within the chair. You may want to move to be certain you can feel the chair supporting you or wherever you are sitting. And again, we take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath, bring our attention back to the feet and the legs. Just tap the toes and the feet to the ground, being certain we can feel Gaia Mother Earth supporting us. We want to tap the fingertips together, bringing our awareness back to the physical completely. And in your own time, and when you're ready, just gently allow for the outer eyes to open, becoming aware of the sanctuary space, each other, the tables, the chairs, the temperature, the climate, the energy. As we continue to prepare for the Sunday service celebration of being together. Again, we breathe in gratitude and we exhale even more gratitude. As this completes the meditation portion of today's service, to each of you, I am grateful and thankful and bow. Namaste.
Yesterday I attended a 40-minute sound bath meditation, and it was powerful to the point where when I woke up this morning I was still vibrating a little bit with it. And so, Brother Mark, when you just had us meditate, I was just gone. I don't know where I was, but I was here and somewhere else. Morning. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. From every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, Namaste, I bow to you. In the sanctuary, lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet now. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 So is yours. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. Getting the message loud and clear. Getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Center for the Realization of Spirit in Redlands. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary, and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube, welcome. My name is Anne, and it is truly an honor and privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought spiritual community and all-inclusive to all the spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to properly greet you. All returning, welcome. We are delighted to have everyone with us today. A gentle reminder to please silence your cell phones and place them safely away so that you may participate more fully in the service. Thank you.
All right. Let there be warmth and comfort. Let there be cool and still. Let there be calm and focus. Let there be strength and skill. Let there be piercing beauty. Let there be great success. Let there be sweet surrender. Let there be be sweet forgiveness to heal those torn apart. Let there be quiet moments to ease the daily grind. Let there be gentle wisdom to calm a troubled mind. Let there be peace eternal. Let there be love. Let there be acts of kindness to soothe an aching heart. Let there be sweet forgiveness to heal those torn apart. Let there be quiet moments to ease the daily grind. Let there be gentle wisdom to calm troubled minds. Let there be peace eternal. Let there be love. Love. Be loved. Be loved.
So I invite you to take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath now. Just breathe that in. We breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Just take that in. And with our exhale and release, let's surrender anything and everything that does not match all that is divine. Just let it go. And we further take out another exhale, releasing and surrendering anything and everything that does not match all that is sacred. Just let it go. And a further exhale out, releasing and surrendering anything and everything that does not match all that is holy. Just let it go. So as we return to our normal breathing pattern, we're reminded the divine, the sacred, and the holy is here and now in this place, it's in this space, it's in you, it's in me, it's right where I am. And it is from this place of unification and oneness that I speak a word of blessing for our service as it continues to unfold with ease and with grace and with joy. We send out blessings to ourselves. Just say your name out loud, Brother Mark. We send out blessings to all those who have called our prayer ministry and all those who we hold in our hearts for prayer. Just say their names out loud in the sanctuary space. Reverend Carrie, Gail, Desi, Jimmy, Joanne, Hilda, Mark, Grace, Maddie. Know that Spirit knows where the prayers are to be and shall answer all, even if we shall forget to say it just right or we skip a name there. That name is on the heart of Spirit that always knows, yes, 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 you are my beloved in who I am well pleased. And so, as we always do, we continue to send peace throughout the world. We know that it starts within ourselves. So I'm inviting you to find the place of peace within yourself now. Peace with the capital P, the peace that passes human understanding. Let's try to find that within ourselves. And then when we do, we can amplify it and magnify it and energize it and allow it to become a stronger frequency, stronger by our unification with it. Let's see it go out through the center of our roof here in the sanctuary space. To our friends and family, let's think it peace, peace, peace. Let peace be still. Where there's conflict or strife or struggle, let's let peace replace that now. Let's send peace now to all the places in the world in struggle and strife and famine. In the 21st century, famine. It's an unbelievable thought. See humanitarian aid reach all those in need. See leaders who, for no reason now, change their minds toward peace. It doesn't have to have a reason. Peace, it's a spiritual truth. Let the peace that we are holding have the highest frequency and the final word. Let it take into itself all those lower frequencies and vibrations of conflict, of war, of famine, of war crimes, of struggle, of abuses, of humanitarian crisis. See this peace that passes human understanding make its full way through every city, village, and town in Ukraine, border to border, north to south, east to west. See this peace now as fully as a shield around all of Ukraine. Let no more suffering, struggle, or strife be there. Let peace be in Sudan, where for over a year there have been millions in starvation. See the same peace to the Gaza Strip and Palestine and Israel. All those places that are in struggle and strife. Armenia, there's so many places. Spirit knows. See, Spirit, make a way where eye of the human may not be able to see a way. See a divine path of peace, for peace, and about peace right here and right now. Hold that with me. We stand on this rock of truth and we let it be. We proclaim in our own lives now peace, peace, peace. And to complete the prayer, we want to create a space for anyone and everyone within the sound of my voice to receive divine right housing, health, divine wholeness, joy, perfection, creativity, wisdom, restoration, healing, transformation, demonstration of good with the capital G. I see each of you and all of you as a magnet for your highest and best good. Only that which is meant for you. And anything and everything that is heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed has no more power. Just release it with your exhales. Another exhale and another exhale and another exhale. We pluck it out of the conscious, unconscious, subconscious minds, wherever anything may be holding us back. We remove it by our willingness to remove it and instead allow a space for Spirit to have its full sway. Hold a conscious space for Spirit to have its full sway in the void, to fulfill beyond your wildest dreams all of your needs to be met on time, every single time. This is a promise. This is a truth. I proclaim it, affirm it, and accept it, and now expect it. And I let it be so and invite you to say it together with me, and so it is. And I invite up our Board of Trustees member, Ann Spear, for the reading. Thank you.
Good morning. These are beautiful words by Talia Hunter. I invite you to open up and just take them in. You are like a delicate porcelain teacup to be handled with great care and tenderness, not because you are fragile, but because you are precious and valuable beyond measure. And so you must pour into yourself and add sweetness to your life through welcoming every delight that enters your life and opening yourself to every beauty and joy that life may offer. And if you feel at times that you lack worth, you must remember that you are special and important enough to have been birthed into existence. And though all that you pour into others makes you valuable, the version of you that receives is equally priceless and deserving of love. Thank you.
You said birthed into existence. I first heard burped into existence. living neath the great Big Dipper. We're all washed by the very same rain, swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We're leaping through the waves of fortune, cherishing the beings we swim beside. Loving spirits will live forever, we're all swimming to the other side. When I'm alone and I'm searching, hungering for answers in my time, balanced at the brink of wisdom and impatient to receive a sign, I ask of all who came before me, please band together and be my guides. Loving lessons that I will follow, we're all swimming to the other side. We're all living neath the great Big Dipper. We're all washed by the very same rain, swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We're leaping through the waves of fortune, cherishing the beings that we swim beside. Loving spirits live forever, we're all swimming to the other side. On this journey through thoughts and feelings, binding intuition, my head, my heart, I'm gathering tools together and preparing to do my part. I move forward with my senses open and move inward where the Spirit abides. In humility I will listen, we're all swimming to the other side. We're all living neath the great Big Dipper. We're all washed by the very same rain, swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We're all leaping through the waves of fortune, cherishing the beings that we swim beside. Loving spirits will live forever, we're all swimming to the other side. When we get there, we'll discover all the gifts that we've been given to share have been with us since life's beginning, and we never noticed they were there. Sometimes we balance at the brink of wisdom, thinking that we need to hold on tight, but releasing in sweet surrender gets us swimming to the other side. We're all living neath the great Big Dipper. We're all washed by the very same rain, swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We are leaping through the waves of fortune, cherishing the beings that we swim beside, all engaged in one endeavor, one in spirit and one together, one in love and one forever. We're all swimming to the other side.
Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Al Yankee. Thank you, Al.
Thank you, sir.
Stay close by for just a sec. So, good morning, everybody. And good morning, CRS Redlands. My name is Brother Mark. I'm a practitioner emeritus here, and it means 20 years or more of service. That's all. For various centers that teach science of mind, starting from Agape to the UCRS to CSL to whatever. It's all good, right? So we're so glad to be, it's always an honor and privilege to be here together. And the topic is the other in love. And the reason I was having you stay is because I saw you said, Reverend Carrie chose the topic, and we sent her blessings in our healing, right? We hold her for the highest in divine health and wholeness and healing. And you said, I want to see what her take is on this or something.
Right.
And I was going to put you on the spot and say, do you have a take on it before I give you my take?
Well, it's perfectly. I purposely stayed in like about, I don't know,
Anything.
6, 10
Yeah.
things, you
Yeah.
know, because the other
Yeah.
is it the other, or is it in love is
Right.
another kind of in
Right.
love, or is it in the state of love?
Okay,
all
very
these
good.
different permutations.
Very
of
good.
Combining
So
those things.
I want you to know I pay attention to your words. So it's all good, right? So thank you. You can go whenever you want.
Okay, so I'm just all geeked out on words.
No. So the other in love, what does it mean to some of you? I'm just going to repeat it in the microphone. The other in love. Thank you, Al, for allowing me to be spontaneous with you. The other in love Say it? One way up, did you say? Yes. One way up? The other in love. Does anything come to you on this? So for the easiest thing for me to do when I saw the topic, well, I want to see if there's anybody else that has the other in love. Because it could take you to divine romance too, right? Like a romance. A promise. It could take you to the opposite. Very good. And also, did you say it again? You must want it. The other in love. Does anything come to anybody?
With thyself.
Yes. Did you say with God's help? With thyself. Beautiful. The other in love. The other in love. So what? Did you have something? In love with life, yeah. So the other in love, like the first thing that came to me was like, is there another? If we talk up here about oneness, right? Is there another? Because like to me, even in romantic relationship, it's like, I don't believe we can have or attract what we're not. If we did, it will not last. So when we're doing guidance for romance, for example, when we think about the other in love, we have to first have all those spiritual qualities in ourselves, and then we become a magnet to attract that. Because what we're really hoping to do, I think, is, or I believe is, be a whole person that can then attract another whole person, right? And then we have a good shot at staying together somehow in our wholeness. How do you get to the point on the healing is you do the work, and it's one step at a time. It may not happen all at once in one day or in one talk. The way you allow for the spiritual journey to unfold is with grace for yourself, with self-forgiveness for all prior transgressions, and you start fresh and new every single day. Ed says before you go to sleep, the next day is going to be a new day. And he means new with a capital N, like a spiritually new day, a divinely new day, where it's the etch-a-sketch in life and everything else was erased from your picture of what you thought it would be. And another way to answer your question is to say we must be so grateful for what we have now and today. Gratitude is from the place we're at, no matter where we're at. If we have breath, we still have purpose. So we start with the gratitude for the life as it is now, not that we will have future gratitude one day when X, Y, and Z happens. When I have a lover, this job, this house, this car. Are you speaking direct? Speak, go ahead. It's regrettable. So Rosemary is saying live guilt-free. Live guilt-free. You might say, I regret it. You can forgive yourself. Start always forgiving yourself. And start anew. So, Rosemary, I think you're saying too, all the little steps make a difference in the journey. Right. Right. So, yeah. And as you feel better, use the power of the genuine feeling from yourself to heal yourself. Then use that power to magnify the power. That's why all the spiritual practices that we do, for example, when we come into meditation, that is one way. It's for us to quiet our own mind and just allow ourselves the stillness, allow ourselves the divine connection. Because to me, when I was looking at the topic, the other in love, I'm thinking maybe there is only one. It really is complex when you look at life that way. Because that means when you look at the wars and the decisions about wars, that somebody's just sitting around there thinking, well, even though that's a sovereign country, I'd like to have it back, and it was part of my plan in the past, so I deserve it. I mean, that's not rational. And yet, the world is watching part of that try to happen for over 2 years in a row. Or look at what's happening in politics, and I don't even want to really talk about that too much more, but it's like a pollution. It's a pollution. And some people are taking all that very, very literally, very, very seriously, and they're creating, because we're creative beings, so we can use what we believe to create the lives that we want to live, and we can also make changes to that life. So we use practices like meditation, journaling, taking classes, writing poetry, writing songs. We're creative beings too. And we have to allow for this connection, this divine connection, because the other in love is really about one. It's the one, like the one relationship we have with Spirit. We don't tell you what to believe, but I'm asking you to find what you believe and then go down that path with yourself. We don't give you any chance that you have to say. We believe in affirmations, right? The I am statements that are always unconditionally loving, they're positive, they're life affirming, they're kind, and they're in the present moment. They have to be right here and right now. This is the only moment that is. And then it's a practice sometimes of forgiveness, of self-forgiveness, of healing. Also, what Rosemary said was important, because all the little steps helped to build a sculpture out of marble. All the little chips, all the little steps, right? All the raindrops. All of a sudden, that next raindrop pushes the boulder down the highway in Malibu. It wasn't just that one raindrop. It was all the other rain, right? From all the other weeks and all the other months. So today's talk, I did pull some notes, and I want to actually use some of them today, if you don't mind. So I'm going to do that. One of them was with the prayer, and I'm going to pull it now. It's something I read on the way over here from Andrew Harvey. I don't know who that is. It was on Facebook on a post. It says, if you're really listening, if you're awake to the poignant beauty of the world, your heart breaks regularly. In fact, your heart is made to break. Its purpose is to burst open again and again so that it can't read my writing. Something about wonder. It can have even more wonder. Isn't that beautiful? and get fresh air. Because when you're having like a panic attack or you're going down, if you could get fresh air, it's the best thing for you. From a totally different life. You are only one decision away from a totally different life. And a lot of us think we're trapped, like in whatever it is. And we're really not. We're there by free will or laziness. Or we did a balancing thing. You know, on the Friends episode today, of course I had to watch that waking up. Rachel found a list that Ross made when he was deciding between staying with Rachel or going with Julie, the new girlfriend. And it was devastating to her because it was like pros and cons. All right. So from Joseph Campbell, we have only to follow the thread of the hero path. Where we had thought to find an abomination, we shall find a God. Where we had thought to slay another, we shall slay ourselves. Where we had thought to travel outwards, we shall come to the center of our own existence. And where we had thought to be alone, we shall be with all the world. I thought that was really magnificent. Because the idea of the what's the topic again? The other in love. If we're doing that to someone else, we're doing it to ourselves, right? If we're doing anything horrible that we wouldn't want done to ourselves, we're doing it to ourselves. Think about that. So we can always pause, right? And before, because we definitely don't want to send an email back when you're heated, right? Because we could torch. And also, I think a lot of times we're misunderstood, like sometimes by text or by email. Sometimes it's better if it's going to be an important conversation to have it in person or at least over the phone. But in person's even better because they can see that we're really not mad. It's just I sounded mad. Like you know what I mean? Like sometimes in a text, some people think if you don't respond, you're mad. How about if I just don't have my phone with me? Because I don't sleep with my phone. And I've had people text me at 10:05. I'm long asleep. And they said, well, they want me to show up at another place at work, you know. The next day, I'm like, I'm not going there. I'm on schedule for another place, so do you want me to go to that place? You know, because I didn't see that at 10 at night. And so, does that make sense? So we want to set boundaries. We want to let people know. We want to let people know how we operate. I think that's fair. And if they're important to us, they'll need to know or want to know. And if they're not, then we don't really need to know. They'll have to figure it out. But if they're important to us, right, we want to let them know that where you can go up to here, but if you go past there, we could have to have a discussion about that, right? It can make it being invisible. I don't love the word boundaries, but I'm telling you to find whatever that means to you. Like it's a place where that's too much. That's too much. All right, now, we want to learn something new, but you guys might already know this. If I read a quote by Spinoza, do you guys already know who Spinoza is? You do? Who knows? Spinoza. Man. Oh yeah, philosopher. Who said that? Was that you, Iris? Excellent. Right. So this is my 1 minute tidbit for this, okay? So first of all, born from 1632 to 1677. So passed kind of young. I think that was 45 years old. A philosopher of Portuguese Jewish origin, was known as the forerunner of the Age of Reason in the 17th century. Has two names. Baruch is the first name, B-A-R-U-C-H. And then I love this. The Latin pen name is Benedictus, and then D-E-Z, Benedictus de Spinoza. As a contemporary, influenced the modern biblical criticism. So I kind of like that because a little bit tad rebellious. And in this place, we love that. We're that church. And is a contemporary of conceptions of self and the universe. I love that. So here's the quote. I have made a ceaseless effort not to ridicule, not to bewail, not to scorn human actions, but to understand them. From Richard Rohr, we are essentially social beings, and we are only one part of the reflection of the great mystery of God. We are each one fingerprint of God connected with one another. The pattern of the universe is that we are one. I love that one. Did you like that one? We are each one fingerprint of spirit, of God, of whatever you want to believe, the universe. So let's affirm, if you believe this, I am one important, valuable fingerprint. I am one important, valuable fingerprint of God or of spirit or whatever. Of whatever you want to say. Yeah. So from A. Helwa, Secrets of Divine Love. You are a microcosm of the macrocosm. You're a reflection of the entire universe held in the embrace of clay. God is not some faraway heaven. She is with you in this very moment, no matter who you are or what you have done. Nothing is void of the divine. Everything that has life is a reflection of the one life. Everything that has an existence is a reflection of oneness. And that is so powerful, is it not? So there's many other readings, there's many other ideas, but the idea to take away from today, and that may help answer some of the comments or questions even from earlier, is there's a physical life and there's a divine life. In the physical life, there's struggle, strife, pain. There can be fear, there can be doubt, there can be worry. There can be literally horrible wars, atrocities, right? War crimes done. In the spiritual realm, everything's always fine. Everything is always eternal. Life is eternal. We are immortal beings. There's nothing that can hurt, harm, or endanger us in any way. And so part of our spiritual journey is to build that place within us that has never been, nor could ever be, hurt, harmed, or endangered in any way, and make it bigger than anything we're experiencing in the physical. It doesn't mean that we're not going to get hurt. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be criticized. It doesn't mean that we may not be condemned. It doesn't. We may be actually harmed, right? We may be actually harmed, and at the same time, in the eternal, we're still divine. We're immortal. Everything is fine. In the land of the divine, in the land of the I am that I am, everything is fine. Everything is perfect. Everything is whole. Everything is complete. And what we learn as students in our spiritual teaching or in any spiritual teaching is how to anchor that truth within us in the midst of all the chaos of the physicalness of the human. Okay. From Romans 12:2, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your minds, so that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. From the Hindu faith, from Krishna, when a person responds to the joys and sorrows of others, if they were his own, he has attained the highest state of spiritual union. That's the summation of this whole talk, the love of other. From Taoism, from the Lao Tzu, I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. Simple in actions and in thoughts, you return to the source of being. Patient with both friends and enemies, you accord with the way things are. Compassionate toward yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. So there's a poem by E.E. Cummings. I'm going to read parts of it. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go. I want, and whatever is done by only me is your doing. I fear no fate, for you are my fate. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world, my true. And it's you are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing is you. Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root and the bud of the bud and the sky of the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than soul can hope or mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. Isn't that beautiful? Let's say to each other, I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. All right. And of course, because I can, I'm going to read one more thing. So this was a beautiful author unknown that I'm going to close with. And I'll read it fast, but I want you to, if you want to let your outer eyes close, just follow this. And I'm not sure if you want to play something in the background. You could or could not. It's up to you. It can be on the soft side. According to an old Native American legend, one day there was a big fire in the forest. All the animals fled in terror in all directions because it was a very violent fire. Suddenly, the jaguar saw a hummingbird pass over his head, but in the opposite direction. The hummingbird flew toward the fire. Whatever happened, he wouldn't stop. Moments later, the jaguar saw him pass again. This time in the same direction as the jaguar was walking. He could observe this coming and going until he decided to ask the bird about it, because it seemed very bizarre behavior. "What are you doing, hummingbird?" he asked. The hummingbird said, "I'm going to the lake," he answered. "I drink water with my beak and throw it on the fire to extinguish it." The jaguar laughed. "Are you crazy? Do you really think that you can put out that big fire on your own with your very small beak?" "No," said the hummingbird, "I know I can't, but the forest is my home. It feeds me, it shelters me and my family. I'm very grateful for that. And I help the forest grow by pollinating its flowers. I am part of her, and the forest is part of me. I know I can't put out the fire, but I must do my part." At that moment, the forest spirits who listened to the hummingbird were moved by the bird and its devotion to the forest. Miraculously, they sent a torrential downpour, which put an end to the great fire. The Native American grandmothers would occasionally tell this story to their grandchildren, then conclude with, "Do you want to attract miracles into your life? Do your part. You have no responsibility to save the world or find the solutions to all problems, but to attend to your particular personal corner of the universe. And each person does if each person does that, the world saves itself." What's next? Offering? Let's do it. Ushers are coming forth. It's our conscious time of giving. I want you to know the same portal from which you give is the same portal from which you receive. Something happened about last week. You said there was amazing more giving, right? Not sure exactly what all that means, but I want to thank everybody who's doing the amazing more giving, who's within the sound of my voice. You can click on donate now. Leave a comment where you're giving from. Thank you so much for your generosity. And you know what? And for your love of this community. Isn't it a beautiful community to be a part of? So tell a friend, bring a friend. And we'll do the offering affirmation together. I'll read a line. If you agree with it, you can say it. And then the music will continue. And we thank you, Al, always. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It's because in the plastic. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world. And it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Thank you for giving. Thank you for receiving. And thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for believing. And thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing. And you are a vessel of that love. So thank you for caring. Bless you for your sharing. And thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who you are.
So I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands for the offerings received. Let's know that they're sufficient to continue the mission of CRS Redlands for the next 70 years. Been here 70. You want to do another 70? Let's say amen. And know the tithes and the gifts and the offerings, they come in all week long. Isn't that amazing? And some are very generous. Very, very, very generous. And if it's from your heart, it's generous enough. It's prayer sufficient and tithing sufficient. Thank you all so much. And together we say, and so it is. And Anne's coming forward for the announcements. And before we do that, I have a couple myself. If you're able to give weekly and you're not able to be here, there is a form you can fill out, and the office can take your donations weekly. Also, there was just a couple quick things. I'm going to leave them with you, Gilman, but it's a thanks for the Ukraine fundraiser. We got notes thanking us. If you don't mind, I want to read those from both centers. From Ludmila Ponomarenko. Dear spiritual friends, I'm happy to write to you. Today I received the money. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support and care. This is very valuable for us. I know that the light you bring into this world fills me and everything around me with love, joy, and peace. I love you. I hug you. Blessings. And if you know Ludmila, you'd be like, dang, that's powerful. Because I got to know her for the last 2 years every day in meditations. You're welcome to join us on that meditation about peace. From the beautiful Olga Karenko. She's the director of the Self-Realization Center. Notice the word realization. Dear Brother Mark and your wonderful organization, CRS Redlands, we are all very grateful for your support. We really value our friendship between the centers, and your support is very important to us. We thank you for your prayers for us, for our joint projects for the youth of our city. Thanks to you, together we have brought a lot of joy to children and youth who need our support and attention. And with this money that you sent us, we will do good deeds and visit children in boarding school. Now is the time of big changes. We are now moving through pain and fear to light and love. We all pray with great faith and peace, meditate and visualize peace in Ukraine. And our organization helps people and youth change their consciousness and explore a new world. And there are photos that they sent. If you'd like to see them, we'll send them to you. All the board has those photos on email, and we can send them to you as well. They do teach science of mind classes. They visit students on the road lyceum. They discuss with young people the laws of life. They do excursions for disabled and specially able children to boarding school in Cherkasy. They visit soldiers at rehabilitation centers, and they thank us from the bottom of our hearts. They also ask us to hold in prayer for Olga, health and harmony, for Tatiana, for health and divine health and wholeness, and for Vladimir, the highest and best good. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you. What a great service. Thank you so much, Brother Mark. Thank you. So the announcements for today. You can speak with myself, Ed, or Jean if you would like to donate a meal or volunteer your time. We're still having the cold weather women's shelter for a month or so. So get with me or Ed if you'd like to donate a meal or volunteer for a shift. We would love to see everyone involved. Ask David or Holly if you can volunteer Saturday morning at the farmers market in Redlands. It's a great booth at a good time, so if you want to join, get with Holly and David. Our Board of Trustees meeting is going to be next Sunday, April 21st. It will start immediately after the service, so if you're on the board, please plan to be here next Sunday. Also, see Iris for more information about the Earth Day projects, which is coming up Saturday, April 20th, right here. It'll start at 9 a.m. So if you'd like to get involved and help out, around the center and get involved with the earth and get your hands dirty, it's going to be a great time. Starting Tuesday and Thursdays on April 23rd from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is going to be a book club. Right now they're reading The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles and the Words of Martin Luther King Jr. It's via Zoom only, so get with Holly if you want to know more about the book club. Also, in 2 weeks, we have on April 27th, it'll be our next metaphysical fair and shopping bazaar. It's going to be a good time. We have a lot of healers coming to this one, and we will have some excellent vendors too. So if you're in the area, come by and see us. It's 11:30 to 4. Phil Courtney's Inland Empire Almanac is set for Sunday, April 28th, the day after the fair. It'll be from 1 to 3 here in the sanctuary as well. That's also a good time, so invite your friends to the Almanac. And lastly, please join us for potluck and fellowship right after the service. And thank you so much for your presence here in the sanctuary and online. We love you. Thanks.
And just a reminder about the Eddie Watkins concert. 27th, also the evening of the 27th, so you can come here for the Metaphysical Fair in the morning, early afternoon, then take a short drive out to Palm Springs CSL to see one of the great New Thought singer-songwriters, Eddie Watkins Jr., who in the first half of his life was the bassist for Motown. So he is the original bassist on a lot of those recordings. So he combines his concerts as kind of half Motown, half New Thought. They're a lot of fun. I can't recommend it more highly. So Eddie Watkins Jr., he's the one who does the... Take a look at the person. That's Eddie Watkins Jr. That's one of his things. So go. I used to think I'd always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside, things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. Can we get those lyrics up? Dave? I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open, wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine.